So for example, VARC section में I used to attempt the passages first before the jumbled questions and the summary questions and the odd one out questions. Even in passages, मैं क्या करता था कि first I used to read the passage quickly and then I had a look at the questions कि questions में क्या पूछ रहे हैं and वो कौन से paragraph से है, and then I again went back to the paragraph and read that particular paragraph of the passage in detail. Your CAT preparations are going good क्योंकि अब एग्जाम में 3 महीने से भी कम बचे हैं। तो इस वीडियो में I would like to share with you the plan that I followed in the last 3 months and also give you some tips on how to maximize your output in this limited time. Friends, if you find this video is helpful, then please subscribe to the MBA Insiders channel and like and share the videos with your friends. So the first thing that you need to do in this limited time is to create a timetable. So like मैंने पिछले वीडियो में भी कहा था कि there are two ways of approaching the remaining time for preparation. So first is कि आप syllabus को topics में divide करें that you want to cover each day or each week. And the second method is to work on the results of the mock test that you took in the week. So basically, mock test में you see कि which topics you are weak in or which topics that you need to practice more, and then in the next week you cover those topics. So I followed this second approach, but again you need to see for yourself कि आपके लिए कौन सा strategy better work कर रहा है. For example, if you think there are a lot of topics that you need to cover or that you need to revise, then you can go for the first approach. But if you think that you only need to just practice on the topics and you don't need to really like cover the theory of the topics, then you can go for the second approach. But the most important thing is to be disciplined in your schedule. So whatever approach you follow, whatever timetable you make sure कि आप उसे properly follow करें, because अब ये आपके पास बहुत limited time बचा है and इसमें you can't afford to slack off. Now again एक और क्वेश्चन जो बहुत लोगों के माइंड में आता है कि हर दिन कितना टाइम देना चाहिए प्रिपरेशन के लिए. सो अगेन दिस ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन पर्सन टू पर्सन एंड आपकी कैट के प्रिपरेशन का लेवल कितना है, आप किस स्टेज पे हैं, उसके अकॉर्डिंग दिस टाइम विल वेरी. सो हो सकता है कुछ लोगों के लिए इवन 1 hour per day इज इनफ, बट कुछ लोगों को पर आवर 3.5 hours भी देने पड़ रहे हैं. सो इट अगेन डिपेंड्स on where you are at in the journey of CAT preparation. So like in my case, since I was working, I used to give 1 to 1.5 hours every day after my job for CAT preparation. But if you are fresher or you are someone who has taken a drop for preparation of CAT and you have more time on your hands, then make sure to give as much time as possible for the CAT preparation. Because ये जो last 3 months का push है, इसमें if you give your best, if you give your maximum efforts, then it can create a difference between getting a shortlist and not getting a shortlist from your dream college. So okay, so once you have created your timetable, then the next thing that you need to do is properly analyze the mock test that you give. So अगर आप किसी से भी पूछेंगे CAT preparation के बारे में, so one thing everyone will say, and that is that to give more and more mock tests, because mock tests are like a simulation of the final exam and they prepare you for the final exam. So in my case, I gave around 30 to 35 mock tests before the CAT exam, and if you have time, if you have more time, then try to give as much mocks as possible. But the thing is that only giving the mock test is not enough. If you want to improve, then you need to properly analyze the results of your mock test, learn from your mistakes, and try not to repeat them again. So I would like to share with you some tips about analyzing the mock test. So from my experience, there are generally 4 types of issues that come when you analyze the mock test. There are 4 types of issues that you will see in the questions. So the first one is that you made some silly mistake in the questions. So sometimes what happens is that we don't read the question properly. We solve it correctly, but we don't read that what actually is asked, and due to that we mark the incorrect answer. So like for example, VARC section में there is a passage and the question says that which of this is not mentioned in the second paragraph. बट जल्दी जल्दी में आपने पढ़ा कि विच ऑफ दिस इज मेंशन्ड इन द सेकंड पैराग्राफ, एंड आपने फर्स्ट ऑप्शन देखा एंड उसको आपने करेक्ट मार्क कर दिया। सिमिलरली ऐसा क्वांट सेक्शन में भी होता है, वेयर लेट्स से कि आपने इक्वेशन सॉल्व करते टाइम किसी वैल्यू को x लिया एंड देन आपने करेक्टली सॉल्व करके x की वैल्यू फाइंड की एंड ऑप्शंस में देखा कि ओके बी ऑप्शन उससे मैच कर रहे हैं एंड यू मार्क्ड इट करेक्टली। बट क्वेश्चन में एक्चुअली 2x पूछा था विच यू डिड नॉट रीड प्रॉपरली, और या फिर जल्दी जल्दी करते टाइम यू फॉरगॉट। So now these type of problems, these can be easily improved upon if you spend a few more seconds while reading the problem. So this is a problem of just like, it's not like you don't know the concept or you don't know how to solve. It's just that you need to read the question properly once again before attempting the question. So this type of the issue is the most easiest one to resolve. Now the second issue which comes when you analyze the mock test is that you solve the question correctly but you took a lot of time in solving that question. So आपने अगर किसी भी like coaching का mock test series लिया है, तो when you analyze that mock test you will see कि how much time you took for solving the question and how much time the others have taken on average to solve that question. So उसमें से आप देख सकते हैं कि compared to others आप कितना ज़्यादा टाइम लगा रहे हैं या कितना कम टाइम लगा रहे हैं क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने में। Another thing you can do is कि you can divide your time into divide your total time into the amount of time you want to give per question in the exam. So for example, let's say जो quant section है उसमें you have total of 40 minutes to solve the question and the number of question are around 26-27. So on average you will have around 1.5 minutes per question. So you should try कि आपका जो question है 1.5 minutes में हो जाए। एंड इसको आप थोड़ा और ब्रेक डाउन कर सकते हैं कि लाइक फॉर इजी क्वेश्चन यू कैन गिव 1 minute एंड फॉर डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन यू कैन गो अप टू 2 minutes। बट अगर आपको क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने में इससे ज़्यादा टाइम लग रहा है तो देन देयर इज एन इशू। सो अब इसको रिजॉल्व कर, अब ये इशू 2 वजह से हो सकता है। द फर्स्ट इज कि आप जो सॉल्व कर रहे हैं दैट इज अ लॉन्ग मेथड एंड देयर एग्जिस्ट अ शॉर्टकट फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन। So इसके लिए again you need to look at the solution which is provided, or you need to look at the books to see कि what is the shortcut to do that question. Another thing is कि that you probably need more practice on that topic. That you take a little more time to understand the question on that particular topic. So उस केस में what you need to do is practice more questions on that topic. So this was the second issue that could arise. And in this issue again you don't need to focus more on covering the theory since you know the concept about how to solve the question. What you need to do is know the shortcuts or practice more. Now the third issue which commonly arises in the mock test is the questions that you knew but you couldn't attempt. So ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपने questions करते टाइम आपको लगा कि नहीं ये question difficult है, so I'll skip it and move on to the next question and इसको बाद में करेंगे। या हो सकता है कि आपके पास एंडिंग में क्वेश्चन के लिए टाइम ही नहीं बचा, लास्ट के 3 क्वेश्चंस आपने जब तक लास्ट के 3 क्वेश्चंस तक पहुंचे तब तक आपका टाइम ओवर हो गया एंड आपने जब बाद में देखा तो यू फाइंड कि ये क्वेश्चंस तो बहुत इजी थे। सो इन दिस केस व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू चेंज योर स्ट्रैटेजी ऑफ अटेम्प्टिंग द पेपर। So regarding the strategy, I will give you some tips in the next section. And now the fourth issue that you could face in while analyzing the mock test is that you don't know the concept of that question, that you basically you don't know how to go about solving the question. So इस case में, so this is the case where you need to dedicate most of your time for practice. आपको थोड़ा theory पढ़ना पड़ेगा about the topic. And you need to solve a lot of questions कि जिससे आपको टॉपिक से familiarity हो कि how to solve the questions on that topic. So this was basically the second part of your final 3 months preparation. That is you need to properly analyze the mock test. Now the third thing that you need to do in this final stretch of your preparation of CAT exam is finalizing the strategy of attempting the paper. So for every section, you should have a strategy of how you want to go about solving the question in that particular section. So for example, VARC section में I used to attempt the passages first before the jumbled questions and the summary questions and the odd one out questions. Even in passages, मैं क्या करता था कि first I used to read the passage quickly and then I had a look at the questions कि questions में क्या पूछ रहे हैं and वो कौन से paragraph से है. And then I again went back to the paragraph and read that particular paragraph of the passage in detail. Another strategy which people follow is कि वो first attempt में passage को बहुत पूरे detail से पढ़ते हैं and then they attempt the questions. Another strategy which people follow in VARC is कि वो questions पहले पढ़ते हैं कि हमें किन questions का answer करना है and then passage read करते time they focus on the particular questions. So again, these are different strategies and you need to try out these different strategy to find कि आपके लिए कौन सा best which works best for you. And again, so this strategies you need to try out in the mock test and finalize as soon as possible. And once you finalize your strategy, make sure कि आप उस strategy को end तक follow करें कि जिससे वो strategy आपको internalize हो जाए and आप final CAT के exam में भी उस strategy को follow करें. So similarly आपको हर section के लिए एक strategy बनानी होगी. Like in my case, for so this I've told you the strategy for VARC section. For the quant section, what I used to do was I first browse the questions. So if I found कि ये question मेरे को समझ में आ रहा है and I can solve it in one go, then I used to attempt the question. But अगर मुझे लग रहा है कि इस question में थोड़ा doubt है या I am not getting exactly the concept of that question, then मुझे skip करता था and then I moved on to the next question. And finally ऐसे I made sure कि मैं एक first round में सारे question cover कर लूँ and the question which are remaining, then I used to again start from the beginning and start the second round of solving the questions. So इस method से क्या होता है कि I make sure कि अगर मैं last की कोई easy question miss ना कर दूँ कि मैं starting का कोई difficult question attempt करने में time waste करूँ and उसके चक्कर में मैं last की कहीं 2-3 easy question ना miss कर दूँ. So this was my strategy for quant section. And for DILR section, I used to follow a similar strategy where I browse through the questions and see कि कौन सा passage I think कि I can solve easily and the one which I felt कि ये मैं solve कर सकता हूँ, I attempted that. And another thing in DILR is कि ऐसा कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि there are 4 questions in the passage, you are able to solve 3 questions easily, but 4th question नहीं हो रहा है and 4th question में it's taking a lot of time. So I think what's better is कि आप अगर आपको नहीं हो रहा है वो एक question तो उसको छोड़ के you move on to the next passage. Because generally क्या होता है passage में if there are 4 questions, 2 would be easy and 2 would be little difficult. So instead of solving that one difficult question in the previous passage, you could instead in that time solve the 2 easy questions of the next passage. So this was the strategy basically which I used to follow for DILR. Now the final thing which I want to talk to you about in this video is the mindset while giving the mock test and the mindset while giving the exam. So this is something which I've been following since a long time for giving my exams. So what I do is, so basically when I'm preparing for the exam, I think of it as the most important exam in my life and I give my 100% for the preparation of the exam. I give my 100% efforts, my 100% dedication for the preparation. But when I'm giving the exam finally, then I think of it as just another set of questions, as just another mock test. So what is the effect of this strategy? So so this strategy helps in keeping me calm during the exam and taking the pressure off from my mind while giving the exam. Now this is easier said than done. मतलब ये कहना बहुत आसान है कि ये strategy follow करो, but इस strategy की आपको practice करनी पड़ेगी, इस mindset को develop करने की practice करनी पड़ेगी, तभी आप इसको follow कर पाएंगे. But if you build this strategy in yourself, then you will see कि आपके जो exams में results हैं, it will improve a lot. So another question you might have is कि ये strategy exactly help कैसे करती है? So like from my experience, like during the JEE preparation, even during IIT days, what I found was कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करते टाइम सॉल्व कर लेते हैं, बट जब फाइनल एग्जामिनेशन होता है तो वो लोग वही सिमिलर क्वेश्चंस नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि उन लोगों को कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं आता है, उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस नहीं की है, बट व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि ड्यूरिंग द एग्जाम दे थिंक लाइक दिस इज द फाइनल एग्जाम एंड दे नीड टू गिव देयर बेस्ट, सो बेसिकली दे टेक दैट एक्स्ट्रा प्रेशर ऑन देयर माइंड, एंड दिस एक्स्ट्रा प्रेशर मेक्स देम नर्वस, makes them do silly mistakes, and eventually they are not able to get the results of their preparation. तो जितना उन्होंने एफर्ट डाला होता है प्रिपरेशन में, उसका उन्हें रिजल्ट्स नहीं मिल पाता है, because how our mind works is if you put more pressure on yourself, then your efficiency will decrease. So इसीलिए while giving the mock test, even when you are practicing for the CAT, while giving the mock test, just think of it as these are another bunch of 30 questions that you need to solve. यार ये questions तो मैं रोज करता हूँ, so आज भी वही questions solve करने हैं. Don't think of it like an exam कि I am in an exam setting and I need to, and this is where this is the final exam, I need to give my 100%. Do not take this pressure. Just take one question at a time कि ये question है, what is the formula that I need to apply, how do I get to the answer of this question. Don't think कि पिछले question में क्या हुआ, या पिछले section में मैंने अच्छा नहीं किया, या अगला question किस topic से आएगा. Just be in the moment, be in the focus on that question. Now again, like I said before, this is all easier said than done. But if you practice it properly, if you practice this mindset and develop it, you will see a drastic improvement in your results. And this mindset will help you even like beyond CAT. In any exam that you give in your life, if you have this mindset and you can keep your mind away from pressure, and you can keep your mind calm during the exam, your performance will improve a lot. So friends, I hope these tips will help you in the final months of your CAT prep. If there are some particular aspects of preparation that you struggle with and you would like us to cover, then please let us know in the comments so that we can include them in the subsequent videos. Also, please like and share the video with your friends and subscribe to the MBA Insiders channel. Thank you.